Oh, hey everybody. Hey everybody. Listen, I know I came on early. I've got some stuff I got to take care of tonight. So I'm running this video early, but I'm so happy, y'all. I'm so happy this situation has revolved. Now, many of you who watched my video yesterday about Pastor Paul rebuking the lady on the platform when she gave her testimony, this thing went viral. So much so that the young lady showed proof that she does have her degree. Now, y'all know how I do. I'm going to go ahead and bring it back on here on my channel because when correction is done, you need to share that just like when you shared the first news. So, those of you who watch my channel, I'm here to show the apology video and to share with you that Pastor Paul has also apologized to this young lady. I'm going to play my intro. I got a whole bunch of information to share, but Pastor Paul may be out of the fire, but there's another pastor that may be under fire for what he's saying about this young lady. I'm going to play my intro and then we're going to get into it. All right, let's have a conversation.
Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. 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 Reality TV's Church News. Let's talk happy love and marriage lifestyle. Come and talk with us. Come and share with us. Come and laugh with us. Come on and pray with us.
Regina and Clovis, special guests. You should be following your lead. Bless. Subscribe on YouTube. Listen on podcasts. We live on IG and Facebook. This episode is sponsored by Truth and Triumph Ministries.
All right, beautiful people. Thank y'all for coming back to my channel. Now, those of you who saw my video yesterday of Pastor Paul Enenche, if I'm saying that wrong, y'all know I always apologize. He had a video yesterday. A video went viral yesterday because a young lady went on his pulpit at his big, huge mega church in Nigeria, and she was giving her testimony about her obtaining a law degree. Well, Pastor Paul did not believe that she actually got the degree that she was stating. He called it a lie and asked the lady to leave the pulpit. You guys, that video went viral and many people had a lot to say about it. And even today, a lot of people were calling for Pastor Paul to apologize. Why? Because it has been proven that the young lady was telling the truth. Now, you guys, I'm going to share this information with y'all. For those of you who are just watching this, you may say, what's going on? Because all of this was happening in Nigeria. Well, I'm going to share this video real brief. I'm going to give you a real brief of what the video was yesterday. And then we're going to have a conversation. And you guys, there's a lot more to this story because there's another pastor that's now coming out with some allegations against the same woman. Y'all, this story, there's too much to it. But let me go ahead and share this with you guys so those of you who are just coming in will know what we're all talking about. I'm going to run this and then we're going to have a conversation.
To bag a degree in her family.
Degree in what?
In
What law? What's it called? What's the name of the degree? Like medicine is MBBS. Give her the mic. What kind of degree is it? My medicine is MBBS.
BSc, sir. BSc in law, sir.
So the testimony is a lie. There is nothing like BSc in law. You either have LLB or BL. It's a lie. The testimony is a lie. Please go back to your seat. BSc law. Is that how lawyers speak English? Please, anybody who comes to this altar to share a testimony that is not true, you do it at the risk of yourself. At the risk of yourself. We are not playing here.
All right, so that's the video. I have put the links in the description over here on my YouTube channel. Those of you who are watching this on my other channels, you're going to need to come to my YouTube channel to watch this full video. Now, you're going to have to come over here to my YouTube channel to watch this full video. I have put the link in the description of the channel that you're watching right now. So please come over here to my YouTube channel to watch this full video, okay? So this lady, she actually showed proof that she, in fact, has her law degree. Now, a lot of people were saying that Pastor Paul should not have done that he was wrong for what he did. They state that, he should have been, have more tact. He should have been willing to maybe have a better conversation with her. And, I have to agree. Pastor Paul, the way he did it. But let me say this, you guys. Now, some of y'all may come for me in my comment section because I did say yesterday that these people, when they come up to test a lie, because many of them have done it, the pastors do need to rebuke them, and they do. And I'm going to stick to that. However, in her case, she did tell the truth. Now, by her telling the truth, Pastor Paul has an obligation as a man of God to apologize. He has to. I think he should have done a public apology. He has apologized, and I'm happy he has apologized. Now, there's these articles that are out here. Let me share this with you guys. There's a whole bunch of articles out here, and it basically says in this article there were mixed reactions regarding this because some people were on his side, some people were on her side. But they're saying here there's mixed reactions, and this is from Punch article here, mixed reactions as Pastor Paul Enenche accuses church member of false testimony. And this is before they had all of the details that they have now. So they claim over here, it says here that Nigerians have called on senior pastor of Dunamis International Gospel Center, Abuja, Paul Enenche, to apologize to a member of his church who was publicly embarrassed and accused of dishonesty during a testimony session. Okay, he told her she did not sound like a law graduate by how she spoke. Now, a lot of people, they're going to listen. I don't think they're going to let this go that easy. They're going to come for, I believe, Pastor Paul. But it also says, following the incident, Net Citizen, I believe it says Citizen, have discovered the woman's Facebook page and photos confirming she graduated from Noun, N-O-U-N. Also, a list of graduates who participated in the convocation on Saturday, April 13th, including the lady's name. She was listed to have graduated with LLB law. Okay. It also goes on to say that, hold on, let me go down here. The woman, Enenche, who claimed to have graduated with a BSc in law from the National Open University of Nigeria, was interrupted when he accused her of lying. So they're stating that she actually did graduate. Now, I have put this link to this article in the description of this video so you guys can take a look at this. Some say also on this article, it says some argue that the woman's lack of eloquence may have caused a misunderstanding, while others believe that Enenche's approach was harsh. Let's talk about that, because I said that similar in my video that, maybe she was nervous. Maybe she was, scared being up there on the pulpit. But I do have to commend this young lady, because the way she handled herself, even after she was told to leave, was admirable. Very, very admirable the way she did that. Okay. So I'm going to share this other video with you guys, because I said yesterday in my video that if this came to find out that the woman was telling the truth, that I believe Pastor Paul and her should make it right. So let me share my video with you guys that I did on this article yesterday, and then I'm going to show you some more information that I would like for y'all to see. So let me run this part where I said they need to make it right. I'm going to say this. Maybe it wasn't a lie. Maybe she was nervous. Maybe she said the wrong degree. Y'all know I'll be trying to help the people out. I try and help them out as much as I can. Maybe she had it wrong. Maybe she gonna have a talk with the pastor and say, Pastor, I was nervous. I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry I said the wrong thing. Maybe she'll show him her paperwork to show that she actually does have a degree. And then maybe pastor will bring her back and he'll apologize and say, listen, I apologize. You said the wrong name, but you do have a degree. And I want to let the congregation know you have a degree. Maybe that will all happen. And I'm glad it did. And I'm glad that I added that, because sometimes situations happen where there's a misunderstanding, miscommunication. And if it is, the pastor has to make it right. Now, he did, you guys. He did. There's another article here that shows her with her cap and gown. And also, I found out also they said that she is a police woman over there. Let me share this article with you guys here. Here's her showing her cap and gown here with the other. You see some people standing around, sitting back there. So here's that information there, and it says here it says shows the information regarding her law degree. It says now here's the part that I want you guys to see. They said there was an issue back in 2016 regarding this type of program. This article says, talking about when she went and said that she has a law degree, going by how she spoke, he told her that there was nothing like a BSc in law and demanded that she leave. But down here, it says, recall that in 2016, Noun, which is where she graduated from, formally announced the suspension of admission into its law program. So in 2016, the program that she's saying she was in, I believe this article is saying that they had suspended it. However, it does go on to say that the decision, according to its vice chancellor, Proof Abdallah Adamu, was a sequel to the exclusion of graduates of his law program by the Council for Legal Education from attending the Nigerian law school. And it also says he also promised a decision on the advice of the National Universities Commission that students should be stopped from undertaking the course pending the resolution of the impasse generated by the refusal of the law school to allow now graduates to attend its program. But it says also down here, it says, however, multiple checks by Punch Online revealed that Anim was a law graduate from the institution, and it shows her full name. It says that she paid her full facilitation fee, ICT fee, and library fee at the university on March 21st, 2017 at exactly 1:37 p.m. Now, mind you, that's after that 2016 date that they had up there. But they said she did register. She did her semester registration on the same date. She also made payment for her compulsory final clearance fee on April 8th of 2024 at 12:52 p.m. Also on the convocation list cited by our correspondent, Anim, whose number stood at 2262, was conferred with LLB Law. She attended classes at the Abaju Model Study Center and graduated with a third class. And then it goes on to say, speaking with a source in the office of the institution's registrar who craved anonymity because of the weight of the matter, he confirmed that Anim graduated from the institution and that her name was on the graduation list for 2024. That's how big this story got, because this person said, I don't want to put my name, but I will confirm that she graduated. That's how big this story got. It also says, when asked how the woman graduated in 2024, at about 8 years after the program was suspended, the source maintained that it was possible. Now, here's the part that I believe that the pastor was probably referring to. He may have thought that the program was still suspended. And he probably thought that once it was suspended, that the people could not have graduated from them. But this program allowed them to go ahead and graduate, because it says it is possible. She probably had waited some years to get herself together for the program, or deferred for other purposes. He further stressed that there are people who have spent about 10 years on their program because they are busy with work or other things. He also said that the process of deferring admission to the school is simple, citing the example of lack of funds leading to the suspension of programs. So it stated that this program that she was in, it was suspended, but they allow people to go ahead, and if they had already registered, or if they registered, I guess, shortly after, they allowed them to finish, according to what this story is saying. That's what I'm understanding. It says also a check of the woman's Facebook page showed that she is a police officer and truly graduated after she wrote, and it came to pass yesterday, 13th April, being Saturday, 2024, at National Open University, Abaju Sikh. Father, I am saying thank you for making me graduate from my law program. Congratulations to me once again. So she did graduate. They have the documents here to show it, but I think that's part of where the whole confusion came in, that the pastor was like, I think this program was still not active, but it's still. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Devin Charles. Says, Jesus loves you. Turn to Jesus. He's the only way in heaven. Yes, we know that on this channel, but thank you for sharing that as well. Appreciate you. So it was great that they had this communication. Now, as we stated, Pastor Paul did apologize to her. So let me share this with you guys so you guys can see this, because I thought it was great. He also met with her, you guys. He also met with her. Now, I don't have the video yet, but I do have the photo of it, that he did meet with her, and his wife, I believe, was there as well. They apologized and they made it right, which I think is a great thing. And a lot of pastors need to do that. And he did give a public apology. Yes, he gave a public apology, and I'm happy that he did. All right. So here's another article here. And again, all these articles are in my description of this video, so y'all check it out over there. Here's another article here that I'm going to share with you guys. Listen, over there in Nigeria, they have all these articles coming up. They're like, no, you can't get away with this. If the woman was right, make it right. And this article says here, and this is from Vanguard, it says, Dunamis, it was not my intention to embarrass her. That's what he said. It was not his intention to embarrass her. Y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all think, what y'all think about that, when she was embarrassed, but the pastor said it was not his intention to embarrass her. Let me know your thoughts on this. Now, I went to the pastor's social media pages as well. I went to his social media pages because I wanted to see the post, to see what he had actually shared. And I did found this is his X page, you guys. This is in my description of my video as well. This is his X page here. And this part right here, people had a lot to say in the comment section. It says, Pastor Paul's actions, where he publicly humiliated and falsely accused a woman of lying about her degree, were inappropriate. Given the widespread disapproval of his behavior, it would be prudent for him to publicly apologize at the same venue to rectify the situation. And this person also says, and address the harm caused to the woman involved. The gesture of apology could help mend the situation and demonstrate responsibility. And I have to agree that he should do that. Now his congregation did. They put out this on Pastor Paul's Instagram page. They put out this notice showing that the church, along with Pastor Paul and his administration, stated an official statement on Miss A.M. Veronica's Nina's testimony. These names are difficult for me, but let's go on. It says a scenario was created on Sunday, the 14th of April, 2024, at the Glory Dome, the global headquarters of Dunamis International Gospel Center, when Miss A.M. Veronica Nina came out to testify of how God helped her graduate from the university, thus making her the first person to attain that feat in her family. These were the immediate triggers for the said scenario. First, listening to the testimony expresses as it borders on basic spoken English conveys the impression that the minimum standard expectations of a graduate, especially of a graduate of law, was not met. Second, stating that she studied the law for 10 years begged the question of what her degree actually was. Third, she was unable to state exactly what the correct degree was for law, which is LLB. Rather, she said it was a BSc in law, which is largely known as a law degree in Nigeria and possibly globally. I'm going to pause right there because that's part also of where the confusion was. But remember, the translation is totally different, okay? Also, it says, these prompted the senior pastor, Dr. Paul Enenche, to stop the testimony immediately as a product of a lie. However, relief came when it was later confirmed that she actually graduated from a university. It must be pointed out clearly here that embarrassing the testifier publicly with the attended media frenzy was never attended. Whatever happened was under the spur of the moment. The action of the senior pastor was rather based on his and the church evasion to seemingly mediocre at any appearance of truth. While we remain resolute in our passion for excellence and tolerance of mediocrity and falsehood, we wish to reiterate, oh goodness, these words, reiterate the fact that no harm or hurt was ever intended by the senior pastor against Miss Veronica. The senior pastor feels deeply concerned and have already reached out to her. As a commission, we regret any inconvenience, hurt, and embarrassment this unfortunate scenario has caused to Miss Veronica. We remain committed to her physical welfare as well as her spiritual growth. Now, I'm glad that they put this out here, this notice out here, because that is going to be good for her. But I still think they should also do a public apology when the next service takes place. I don't know if that was a Wednesday service that happened or Sunday. I believe it was the Sunday service where that had taken place. But I do think they do need to do a public apology for her as well. Now, let me share this because this is on Pastor's X page. This is on his X page. And here is a photo of Pastor and his wife and Miss Veronica. They have made amends. They have corrected this out. And this is from Reno Amokri's X page. I'm sorry, this is not Pastor's X page. This is from Reno Amokri's X page. And he says, I commend Pastor Paul Enenche of Dumonis International Gospel Center for being man enough to own up to his mistakes and seek reconciliation with his congregant, Miss Anna Ayem, who he had unintentionally embarrassed in a presumptuous moment of weakness, which can happen to anyone. It also goes on to say his choice of words in his apology to Miss Ayem has demonstrated Christ-like character, nice, and was a very redemptive, teachable moment. Miss Ayem is now fully vindicated as a bona fide graduate of law and a recipient of God's grace. He also goes on to say, I also call on certain politicians aligned with Pastor Paul Enenche to learn courage from him if they were caught on phone or in regular conversation doing or saying what they ought not to do about others. They should receive the anointing of honesty and gallantry to own up to their mistakes and make amends by apologizing and restituting. Finally, I urge every member of Pastor Paul Enenche's congregation whose faith was challenged to be encouraged by this. This pastor has, by his own exemplary conduct, shown that love is stronger than pride. I pray that God bless Miss Veronica Ayem and Pastor Paul Enenche and give them the desires of their heart in Yeshua's name. Now, I love that they listen, the smiles on here. I absolutely love it. I love it, love it, love it. You guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I think it's great that they made amends. Now, I still say, Pastor Paul, still bring her up. And I believe that he would probably do that. I believe he will have her up there and make amends. He did a public apology on here. I believe another apology. I believe he should invite her to church on Sunday, bring her in front of the congregation. Let her give her full testimony. Now that we know it's totally legit, let her give her full testimony. And also, again, Pastor, maybe you should go ahead and apologize to her and on that public platform to the congregation. Let them all know as well the apologies. Now, there's another pastor. Listen, there's another pastor that is probably going to be in a whirlwind of mess if maybe he don't apologize to Miss Veronica. All right, let me bring up this story. Just when we thought it was over, there's more. Well, here's another story of Veronica's ex-pastor. I thought we could just have a whole story and it'd be good. Pastor Paul is out, but this pastor is now in. All right, so this article here is from Legit, and this article is reading she was ordained as a pastor. The same lady, she was ordained as a pastor. Bishop Knox, disgraced now law graduate for quitting former church. Oh my goodness. So he's upset. Her former pastor is upset because he said in this article, and you guys can read it, it's in the description here. You guys can read the full video. He's upset because he's stating that she left his congregation because his congregation was not large enough. So she went over to Pastor Paul's church to share the story. He says the clergyman has reacted to Pastor Paul embarrassing and now during her testimony, the Bishop of Hope and Power Megachurch faulted the policewoman for leaving her former church at her time of glory. He explained why the law graduate was to be blamed and not Pastor Enenche, steering mixed reactions with his take on the incident. So it says here, Bishop John Ega, the founder and general overseer of Hope and Power Megachurch, has taken a swipe at Veronica, the National Open University graduate disgraced in the church by Pastor Paul Enenche. It says sharing old pictures of Veronica in her former church. Oh, the pastor sharing pictures. Bishop John blamed her for what Pastor Enenche did during her testimony. He blamed her, y'all. He blamed her. I'm going to share with y'all his pictures and her at his church. It says here that Bishop John, come on, computer. Bishop John cited Veronica for leaving the former church. In a Facebook post, the clergyman says she left her former church, Pinnacle Christian Chapel International, at her time of glory to testify on a big altar. Oh, he claimed Veronica was ordained a pastor in her former church because they saw her commitment. The clerk maintained that one would likely sound fake and be labeled a liar when such a fellow leaves their small church for a bigger one. According to him, not everyone who joins a bigger church gets connected and favored. A part of the Facebook post read, because of her commitment at the PCC, she was ordained as a pastor, but later left the church at her time of glory to testify on a big altar and was highly disgraced. Now, this is coming from a pastor. He posted this on the Facebook post, y'all. Now, he's going to have to apologize. It says, when you left the people that you know your story, the people that fasted and prayed with you in the days of your trials to celebrate on a bigger platform, you are likely to sound fake and be termed a liar. That your church may be small, but you know your story and history and understand your pain and journey. It's not everyone that joins a bigger church that gets connections and favors. Oh, this guy has gone on. Let me show y'all this gentleman's picture, this pastor's picture. He was upset because his Facebook post is claiming that his church was there praying for her. This is the gentleman here. And this is Veronica in these pictures. He's saying that they were there for her, praying her through this whole situation for her to get these degrees and to get these titles and positions. And then when she got her position, she left his church and went to Pastor Paul's church, which is a bigger church. And I guess he's feeling as though she was allegedly gloating, and she wanted a bigger platform to be able to gloat about her accomplishments. It sounds as to me like he probably scorned that she left. That's what it sounds like to me. That he is probably scorned that she left him. But here's the thing: he's a pastor, and for him to add more harm to her by posting these Facebook posts, that just shows maybe that's the reason why she left your church. Maybe you messy like that, Pastor. Maybe you messy like that, and that's why she chose to leave your congregation and go over there to Pastor Paul's church. It's just sad that that's what he would think that it's okay to do. So let me go over here. Let me see if I can find his, let's see if his Facebook post comes up over here. Let's see if this comes up. Okay, no, that's not coming up over there. All right, so it is, and again, you guys, this is Nigerian. Nigeria's stuff is a lot different from over here in America's as far as their postings and stuff like that. So I think, you know, the next apology is going to have to come from this pastor. He's going to have to apologize because of what he's doing and what he's out here spreading. So Bishop John, you're going to have to apologize, because it's just sad that you're now adding to this. And maybe now that this is all out, well, he apparently knew that she already had the degree. He knew she had a degree, and he's like, okay, you left my little church to go over here and spread your stuff. And he was like gloating in her embarrassment. So y'all let me know. Enenche said over here, because of her commitment at the PCC, she was ordained as a pastor, but later left the church at her time of glory to testify on a big altar and was highly disgraced. Oh my goodness. Another pastor adding more mess to the whole thing. Listen, you guys, thank y'all so very much for being here. And listen, I want to say my apologies to Veronica as well, because on my video, I said, okay, I was agreeing with Pastor Paul that you had lied. I'm a woman of faith also. I can admit my wrong as well. I have no problem doing that. So to you, Veronica, and to all those that know her, I here at the Jewish Radio and Talk Show give my apologies to you as well. And I am grateful that you and Pastor Paul have made up. And now I'm looking for you to do greater and better things in your life. One of the things that you can do is to really teach these young girls out here, when others don't believe you, that does not mean that you give up. And kudos to her. All right. Kudos. And listen, much, much respect to her as well. And I'm so glad that Pastor Paul also showed a true man of God and apologized to her publicly. I don't even know if it was pressed because of the social media pressed him to do it, but I truly do think that because he is really a good pastor, and I'm not going to take that away from him, I still believe that he is one of the good pastors, and he has shown it also by doing this as well. All right. But you guys, listen, go out here, tell your true testimonies, take a bunch of clues from this. And those of you, when somebody knocks you down, even in great humiliation like she's done, keep your head up, because God will vindicate you every time, especially when you are right. Every time. When you're right, God will vindicate you just like he vindicated Veronica. Thank y'all all for being in the comment section. Also on my other video, thank y'all for being in the comment section over there as well. Thank you to all of my Nigerian watchers. Thank y'all for watching as well. Appreciate y'all. I know one of the commenters said, hey, this thing has reached over there in the US. They were excited to see it on my channel. And they're like, this is something major. It is. But we thank you, Nigerian people, for being so understanding, so patient and kind and loving. Much respect to all of you. Now, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure that you subscribe today to my channel here at the Jews Radio and Talk Show. I'm going to put my logo on the screen here. You see the red mug and the microphone. This is my channel here. Make sure that y'all subscribe today. watch this channel. We're doing great and mighty things out here, and I appreciate each and every one of you for being a part of that. Thank you so much, Aaron, for being here. Thank you, beautiful, for being here. Let me get in these comments again. Thank you so much, Aaron. Thank you for your beautiful comment. Thank you for reminding the people to subscribe. Aaron said, it is beautiful that anyone can make a mistake. It's how you accept when you are wrong and how you show ownership of that mistake or mistakes. Absolutely. She also said, beautiful, truly people of God, forgive and standing together in the steps to move forward. And she also said, maybe it was time to move. God doesn't have to stay in one place. We sometimes are moved because God needs us to step outside and our comfort zone to fulfill God's plan. It was probably time for her to move to another church. And I don't think she was moving to the other church to maybe brag about her degree. I think maybe it was just time for her to move. You know, sometimes God tells us to move and pastors want us to hold on. You know, pastors, let the members go. If it's time for them to go, let them go. Know that they're going to do great work. And if you let them go, they won't have a problem still coming back, sitting down at the table with you. But don't be so hard on these people when it's time for them to leave. And maybe if you have been hard on them, then you understand why not only they left, but others will also leave. So y'all got to stop doing that. Hey, Dustin, thank you so very much for being here. Appreciate you as well. All right, you guys, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed evening. Kudos. Congratulations again to Veronica on her graduation. Thank you so very much to all of you who shared that information with me as well. I appreciate each and every one of you, and we pray her blessings as well as to Pastor Paul. Thank you, Pastor Paul, for making that right. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Listen, click that subscribe button, click that like button on this video, and drop a comment, all right? Make sure that it's nice and sweet, and be nice and kind in the chat, you guys. But we love y'all for watching, and we will be back for more information here at the Juice Radio and Talk Show about what's going on in the church sector. Good news, bad news, godly news. We're going to share it right here on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Good night, everyone.